Hello, I want to share what people get when they acquire or get download by our management review that's on our website. So I'm going to share my screen and show exactly what a person would get. So first of all, this is a PowerPoint. It gets into 110 slides. And when we are assimilating, putting together a management review package for our customers that we're implementing from scratch, basically we approach all of the management reviews that we have and make available in a means to satisfying a lot of the requirements. So making the management review more of the sort of the kingpin. So I'm Diana. I'm the owner and main consultant for Management Systems International. We've been implementing standards now for 25 years as of this month. So we did have a checklist that we were offering. I'll walk through. This is the PowerPoint that one would get. It goes into a lot of introduction about us and we were promoting our membership. So we walked through basically the management review process. And essentially, we suggest that to utilize this management review PowerPoint template as a starting point and to not delete anything. You can hide things, but for the most part, you want to make sure you fully grasp what the whole thing is all about. Again, we address it from bare minimum, what the ISO and AS 9100 standards require in putting on a management review, but we also add in all of the data analysis. We put in the internal audit scheduling in this. We put in many other factors in this that essentially could be, like I said, the kingpin and showing that you have addressed the requirements. So I'll go through more. What you get is we made a fictitious company, a cute, fun way in more of along, pets, animals, and we changed the AS 9100 one more to radar products. So we have multiple versions of the management review available. Currently available, we have this version, the AS 9100, 14,001, 9,001, these all on their own. And we also have the 9,001 and 14,001. We easily could do a 45,001, 45,001 plus 14,001, and of course the 13485. So we're here to help you. There's various means. Yes, you can download and buy this and put in all your data, change out obviously the pictures and put in your logo and things like that. But really look at your management review as something really important in regards to any of your management systems, so that you can look to it as to what happened. And we look at the management review as a point in time that you're officially reporting what happened period from the last 6 months. And we do highly recommend management reviews be held every 6 months, because otherwise any less would be more of reactive and not getting a chance to look forward, and any more would be too onerous onto all the data that has to be tracked. And so we'll even present what are all the key processes, what are the KPIs related to that. You can see the audit agenda, or not audit agenda, management review agenda. Goes into 2 slides. And so all of this is broken down with showing who should be in attendance and who actually was and who might have been their replacements. We go through kind of high level stuff. Quality policy, of course, you want to look at the front end as to what it began with, meaning that here's what we're coming in the meeting with. And then, of course, it's discussed at the latter end. Based on all the data looked at, is there any need to modify the quality policy at all? So let me go through some more. The org chart is currently as what it is. Any data you're going to look at, you want to make sure that you've done a screenshot, you've dated it, and so forth, because the point is that if you go like to a hyperlink, and of course it gets changed, then when it actually gets audited, that version won't be the same. So make sure you get a picture of what you actually had at the point in time of the management review. So obviously scheduling the management review, key participants, complaints, and there's a lot of data in advance that would have to be tracked and inputted. And how you go about putting in the data should be shared. So the customer service group would capture the satisfaction, the quality, the non-conformities, supplier, the performance, on-time delivery performance, because that's a must-have in the management review for the AS 9100. So you can see it goes through this customer survey. So what we wanted to do was provide you a pretty high level, meaning high quality level of how things should be presented. So most of the times we were finding these very sloppy. And so if you look at sort of the examples we're providing, and I shouldn't say examples, we took these from some of our customers and modified, meaning you won't see who they are, but this was the level of standards that we wanted to encourage our customers to take seriousness of what are you going to report in the surveys and how did the survey look, or if that's the means in capturing the survey responses. So there's a lot of slides related to that, customer complaints, interested parties. So every piece of the standard related to the management review, as well as the data, is in fact tracked in here. So if you follow slide by slide, you will not miss any of the requirements that are required, and you will be well off track. And again, the key thing that got added in the later versions of any of these management system standards was more of means to have trending. So not just from the 6 months, but if you're doing past monthly, previous 6 months. So how did you do from the last period to this period and so forth. So make sure the trending is evident where it's shown to be required. All the conclusions related to the objectives. So we suggest that you know the objective, you know where you are, and then if you didn't miss it, you would already have put, more of a corrective action and the number related to that corrective action and what the status is of that. So you can see it's quite extensive. Obviously change out all of our marketing logo and website and all that stuff, but we are here for you. We've been doing this for 25 years. We also recommend a procedure all around the leadership and putting on the management review. So you can see a lot of data tracked. You can see example of our process interactions map. We were offering this for free. So essentially built from the new process requirements, and it just goes on and on. So if you follow this, like I said, in the trending and data, it will certainly lead you to understanding what is the status of all of your systems. So that's what you get, parts of what you get. Let me change screens and add in what the agenda is that you would get. The agenda. The agenda looks like this. So we built this from an agenda automated sheet out of Word. And this is basically a table of contents. And what's really nice about this is that we've broken out every one of these topics into a section. And so we really highly recommend that you have a non-unbiased person taking the minutes, or we also are recording, so it's easy enough to do a transcription as well. So what was the discussion, the conclusion, as well as the action items that came out of that, persons responsible, and then verifying. So the strategic direction, you can see I'm showing 2 screens. So I can show it as one screen, one page, I should say. So it just goes on overall. So this is a 17-page agenda that can be used during the management review. So all of this has been programmed into making it our table of contents. So again, we would recommend not to delete anything out of this. If you choose not to use it, then go ahead and mark it as TBD or not used or something until you're sure that you're not going to be missing any parts. But we have thought this through, and again, all these versions are really put together in order satisfying, over-exceeding, satisfying the requirements as a minimum, as well as any other extra like data monitoring. We also recommend that you would do a facilities walkthrough, because facilities is part of the resources, and how can you ensure that in fact the facilities has had a walkthrough and it's meeting all the requirements. So especially if you have more than one facility. So all of this kind of goes through, again, mirrors the PowerPoint that you would get. So that's what you get. You get the 2 downloads, and there are levels where if you'd like for us to participate remotely, if you'd like consulting, any along those, we can also, if you'd like to audit your management review, if you have a procedure. So there you go. I'm Diana again, and hope this helps out overall and what you get. Thank you. Take care.